Each day we wake up to some new assault on our democratic institutions. Everywhere we see greed and bigotry being celebrated and bullying.
We're in a tough spot, folks. We got an administration that doesn't share any of the values that we have.
I predicted a lot about what's happening right now. I'm not into saying I told you so, but we did see it coming.
No, the only thing you see coming is the bathroom floor after 10 martinis.
Have you been watching this whole funeral thing for Jesse Jackson?
Oh, here we go. I just got off of Facebook before you called and dignified that. I love his son, Junior.
Yeah.
He tore into Obama,
Yep.
Biden, and that fucked up Kamala.
Yeah, they were a three-ring circus.
God bless him.
They were a bunch of clowns.
He made them look like fucking assholes.
He did. And
he said, I spent 3 hours, but he said 3 presidents. He should have said 2, because that bitch was not a president, but that was okay. He said, I spent the last 3 hours listening to 3 presidents that they don't even know my father. They did not know my father. Then he tore into him.
Well, I think what he was referring to as the third president was Clinton, because I think Clinton spoke too.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought the only picture they showed was...
Well, they were just showing
Obama and Biden, you know that.
Yeah, they were showing the current ones, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But what gets me is the Jackson family. Now, first off, you know me, I'm not a big fan of Jesse Jackson.
Right,
he can call himself a civil rights leader, whatever. I call him a race grifter, a race hustler. You know what I mean? Everything was anti-white to him. So that right there, he got on my nerves. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
But
Trump was for him.
Well, we'll get into that later. Jesse Jackson Jr. and the whole Jackson family asked these fools that we call Democrats not to make his memorial political.
I couldn't get no plainer.
And what did they do? They turned it into a political attack on Trump.
Oh, God. I know. I saw it.
It makes my stomach turn. It really does.
And it made his turn, too.
But before we get into him, I want to address the 3 clowns before we talk about Jesse Jr. Did you see Biden? He is I swear, I thought my ex was the biggest narcissist I've ever met in my life.
Oh,
Joe Biden is bar none the biggest narcissist I have ever seen in my life. He turns everything into about him. Did you see the speech? He was talking about cleft palates and people making fun of people with cleft palates and stuttering. And he goes, and you people think that stutterers are stupid. And he goes, and let me tell you, I'm smarter than most of yous out there. And I'm like, what are you talking about? First off, you never stuttered. Second of all, you didn't have a cleft palate, you fool. And third, how did you make this about yourself? Wow.
Oh, I love it. I was laughing at it myself.
Oh, well, I was too. I was having a good laugh, but it pisses me off.
Disgusting, but I laughed at it.
It pisses me off too. It's funny, but you know what I mean. And then we'll go to the next clown. Obama, our first African, and I'm not talking about African American, I'm talking about African president because he was born in Kenya. I don't care what anybody says. So
you jumped right from Hawaii to
Kenya. Yeah, I'm jumping all over the globe. Yeah, I'm hunting his ass down. So this fool, he gets up there and he's talking, the normal points that they make about how, this president against everything we stand for in democracy. And he's, the same old, he's the biggest threat to democracy, basically. And I'm like, how does this have anything to do with Jesse Jackson and his dead body.
He's laying there in the box.
He's laying there in the box. He's probably already rolling around. You know what I mean? He's flipping over, listening to this garbage. And then we get to Kamala. Kamala, did you see the word salad
He
bullshit?
had to be drunk.
She had to have been drunk.
He had to have been drinking or smoking some shit.
She goes right back to that. We're going to be unburdened by what has been. Man, somebody has got to get a hold of her and say, look, if you ever want to run for president, you got to stop this
She
gibberish.
ain't gonna listen.
She won't listen because she's another big ego freak.
She's a nut. Yeah, she ain't gonna listen.
Yeah, and she's going on with her big word salad, and I was like, at the end of it, once again, I'm like, I have no clue what she was even talking about.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I really don't. I just shake my head like, I really need an interpreter to explain to me what she said. It's like she's speaking a foreign language. Like, I guess word salad is the newest language.
I wonder why Gut felt. I watched him last night. He didn't touch on it, I don't think.
Oh, he did
I don't
actually.
remember if he did or not. Huh?
Yeah, he did actually touch on some of that, and I was laughing because
I wish he'd have done a show on it.
He's
A
good.
whole hour.
Yeah, he's good. Well, it was a segment, probably like what, 5-10 minutes.
No, it's only 5 minutes. It's that. You know how they do.
Yeah, but he makes it funny though. I always get a good laugh out of him. And
And he always goes to Tyrus. That was the funny part. When they skid it, he goes, and Tyrus just sits there because he's the only black on the panel. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well,
And he comments about that too. He goes, "Why you ask me first?"
yeah. Why'd you come to me? Because I'm the black guy.
He always does that when he has some issue about black issue.
Yeah. It's funny. But the thing I liked about, now we can get to Jesse Jackson Jr. He let these fools sink theirself for, what did he say, 6 hours they were talking or whatever?
3 hours, he said he listened to.
Was it 3 hours?
presidents.
All right, whatever. Yeah.
It don't matter.
I love how he got up there and he just blasted them. It was great.
Did you see that little twit next to him?
Oh,
That Al Sharpton,
Al
little
Sharpton.
fucking roach,
Yeah,
pussy ant-looking fucker.
did you see the puss on his face the whole time that Junior was talking? He was probably hating every word he said. 'Cause
all their drawers were squeezing up in their ass.
Right. But Jesse Jackson Jr., I got to give him credit. He's like, you three former presidents didn't know my father. And he made them look like complete asses.
I hope the Republicans use that shit.
I hope so.
And I don't know if the junior will allow him to use it because he wasn't about the political side, remember?
Yeah. Well,
So he might not want that. I'm sure it'll come out down the road.
Well, what gets me is, now, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Jesse Jackson. I never was. I couldn't stand the guy. I think he was the biggest grifter there was. But, well, I guess he falls short of BLM. BLM definitely took the mantle of that bullshit. But the thing with Jesse Jackson, Trump funded his campaign back in 1988.
Yep, for president.
For president, he funded Jesse Jackson. So this is what kills me about Trump. He doesn't like to gloat about what he does.
He don't brag.
He doesn't brag. He does it and moves on. And which I can respect because I'm kind of the same way. I like to do things and move on. I'm not going to sit there and pat myself on the shoulder and say, "Oh, look at what you just did." I don't need that. And that's one of the things I do admire about Trump. He doesn't need that either. But
That was mentioned too.
right. And what gets me is Trump funded that presidential run. But all you hear from all these Democrats is how racist that Trump is. They always go for the race card to get the black vote is what they do.
White supremacy.
And see, this is where I would like to, if I was on his cabinet or whatever, I would have to put my foot in Trump's ass. I would say, look, Trump, you need to speak up for yourself for once and say, look, if I'm such a racist, why did I fund Jesse Jackson's presidential campaign And he's a black man. Explain to me how I could be a racist and fund his campaign. I'm waiting.
Yeah. Well, see what happened, being all you just said, it's been on the news and it's been on Facebook, and it had a snippet on there where Jesse Jackson, when he was younger, in the 80s, was talking and praising Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
For helping him with his campaign. I watched it all.
But did you notice well, actually 3 times that Trump ran for president, not once did he put any of that in any of his campaigin ads.
I never
to make himself look better. But I really think he should have, though, and it would have really shut up all these race baiters. It would have shut them up.
You just talked it up, because guess what's on TV right now?
What's that?
Kamala gets political at the funeral.
That's all over the place.
That fucking shit up on the news.
Yeah, today it's all over the place. Well,
I was there yesterday too.
Well, when I was watching Gutfeld last night, Kat, I'm not a big fan of Kat, you know that, but she made it.
Can be something. Yeah.
Yeah, she's too. What do I want to say? She's too
independent, but yeah, I get it.
She's too libertarian for me. Where she's very lackadaisical on a lot. Where you know, I believe everybody should have their freedoms, but you got to have law and order mixed in with that too.
Yes.
And she's kind of like, do what you want, and I don't agree with that 100%. Because then when you do what you want, people step on other people's toes. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, I do agree with her what she said. She picked out that Kamala had to throw in there during her speech about, well, 2 weeks ago when I was at your house visiting Jesse Jackson and we were all praying for him, she had to throw in the fact I was invited to your house and nobody else was. Look at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, blake me out there. Oh, yeah.
Like she's all high and mighty. You know, she's more special than everyone else. And I'm glad Kat did make that point. Because Kamala's like that. She's one of those attention
motherfuckers.
Yeah, she needs that attention. She needs to say, look at me, look what I've done, or look who I know. You know, things like that.
And not you, one of them deals.
Right, yeah. You all peons are beneath me, and look at me, look at my greatness.
You know, it's so disgusting and nauseating, you can't help but laugh at it.
See, that's the thing.
I ain't puking over these I ain't forcing my stomach to get upset over those bitches.
No, it pisses me to F off the way they are, but I can't help to get a laugh at it, too. Because it's almost like the extreme version of satire, but they're for real, though.
Oh, they're serious as a heart attack.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing. They don't realize that they've become like a parody of themselves.
And the ridiculous part is, me and you see it, Gutfeld sees it,
right?
Iris sees it. Everybody on that motherfucking show saw it last night.
Right.
Even Kat.
Right.
But what is wrong with the rest of the population?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
Watching it, they can't say, look at that motherfucking Sharpton Toady fuck and all them other ones up there talking.
Right.